Every single time I've hit a plateau in my business, I've done the same 4 things. Not one of them is a new strategy. Not one of them is a new funnel. Not one of them is posting more on social media. They're uncomfortable, they're unconventional, and they have worked every single time. If you're stuck right now, like if your business has just been sitting at the exact same level for months and no matter what you try, nothing seems to move, this episode is going to change something for you and your business today. In this episode, you're walking away with 3 real things. 1, the 4 moves I make every single time I need to get through a plateau and why they work when nothing else does. 2, the reason your business growth has a ceiling right now and why it honestly has nothing to do with your strategy and everything to do with your environment and your identity. 3, how to start making decisions from where you want to be instead of where you're at right now and why that one shift changes everything. Let's go. Welcome to Mess to Millions podcast. I'm Erica Carico, and today we're talking about how to uplevel, how to break the plateau, how to get your business growing again when it feels like you've hit a wall. I know where you're at. Let's say you've been doing the work, you're showing up, you're posting, you're doing the strategy, you're doing discovery calls, you're holding workshops, you're getting on podcasts, you're doing everything that you know to do. And, business might not be bad, but it's not growing either. It feels like you're running on a treadmill that's going nowhere. And the worst part, you can't figure out why. That feeling, it's not a strategy problem. It's an environment problem and an identity problem. So your business can't grow beyond the level of the person running it. And the person running it is still surrounded by the same things, the same people, the same energy that created the plateau in the first place. Einstein said, and I'm going to say it louder, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. You have outgrown your current environment. You just haven't moved yet. So here are the 4 things I do every single time I need to break through to the next level, literally every single time. Number 1, I move house. I know, stay with me. Every major leap in my business has happened after I've changed my physical space. Every single one. And it's not a coincidence. 6 years ago, I was going through a divorce. I was moving out of my family home. My business was starting to take off, and I knew I needed to create something that was like completely 100% mine. I'm going to share numbers with you, not because I'm bragging, but because nobody ever did this for me, and I want to normalize these numbers for you in business. I qualified for a $1.2 million loan. I bought at $935,000 and I poured myself into renovations. Like I'm talking everything, the light switches, the paint, the floors, every single piece of art, every pillow, every light fixture, every piece of furniture. I designed it from the inside out because I didn't just want a house. I wanted a place of healing. I wanted to walk through my front door and feel like I was getting a warm hug. I wanted my home to hold me while I rebuilt my life. And that's exactly what I created. It is beautiful. And I planned to stay there until both of my kids graduated from high school. Now, fast forward to now, almost 6 years later, and something shifted. I am not in that healing space anymore. I am really in a growth space, a transformation space. I'm creating the next incredible chapter of my life. And all of a sudden, my home started feeling not as aligned. So I called my lender just to see, and I qualified for $3.8 million. I mean, I had no idea how much I had grown financially since moving into the home that I'm in now. I genuinely had no idea. And just seeing that number did something to me. It cracked something open. So I started looking at homes. I have to say in my kids' school zone because of our custody agreement, right, which really limits our opportunity or my options. But there's this one home for sale right now in the range that I would be looking at, and it's overpriced, so I'm not moving forward. But that's not even the point. The point is what happened when I walked into a $2.8 million home. The people who live there are in their upper 30s. They have been there for 5 years, which means they bought when they were in their early 30s. And it was like someone lifted the lid off my head. I was like, wait, they're in their early 30s when they bought this home? And all of a sudden, I didn't feel like a big fish anymore. I felt behind, and not in a defeating way, in a light a fire under me kind of a way. Because it showed me that anyone can create wealth they want at any age if you're willing to do the work and follow your heart. And I did not know that it was possible for me until I walked into the room and saw it. We don't know what we don't know, and once we know, we can't unknow it. I don't know exactly when I'll move, but it's on my radar now. And knowing what is possible for me, knowing, what I can show my kids about what happens when you do follow your heart and you do the inner work every single day, that alone shifted something in my brain. That alone jumped me to a completely different frequency. And for those of you inside Soul Business Accelerator, you're getting a personal invite to my home twice a year, by the way. So you'll see exactly what I mean when I say your environment matters. You'll feel it when you walk through the door of my home. Your home is either expanding your vision or confirming your limits. It's speaking to your subconscious every single day. And the question is, what is it saying? Strategy number 2, I change my circle. Jim Rohn said that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I have lived this. When I was playing small, I was surrounded by people who were playing small, not bad people, not people who didn't, not love me, but people whose conversations were about like problems and gossip and not possibilities. People who got uncomfortable when I started dreaming out loud. People who asked me why I needed more, while what I had seemed fine to them. But fine was killing me. I had to start investing my time and energy into different rooms, right? Rooms where people built things, rooms where $1 million goals were normal dinner conversation, where nobody looked at you sideways for wanting a life that most people think is impossible. When your circle changes, your ceiling changes. It is that simple and it is that hard. Who are your 5 people right now? Are they dreaming at the level that you're trying to build, or are they living proof of the ceiling that you keep hitting? Strategy 3, I changed my environment completely. And I want to talk about something that most people completely overlook. Think about how much time you spend in your car. School drop off, meetings, the grocery store, podcasts, like whatever, wherever you're doing in your car is one of the most intimate environments in your life. And most people don't really think about this. But let me tell you about my car journey because it's a perfect picture of exactly what I mean. When I first started earning real money in my business, I was driving a Toyota RAV4 and I loved the car. It was like the first real car that I ever owned because before I was living in Australia, traveling the world, driving beater cars, and this little RAV4 felt like everything to me. But I had always wanted a 4Runner. I live in Colorado. I needed something that could take me, to the 14er trailheads, keep me safe on mountain roads, something that I could camp in, take on the back roads, something that could keep up with the life I was building. So I drove myself to the dealership and I bought a brand new 4Runner. My husband at the time, so pissed off, totally not on board, and I did it anyway because I was done letting someone else's limiting beliefs hold me back from the life that I was building. And that was one of the most powerful moments of my life, not because of the car, because of what it represented. Me choosing me. 4 years later, I traded in that 4Runner for the best model of 4Runner that you can get, fully loaded, an upgrade on top of an upgrade. And now I'm upleveling again. Someone had said to me, "Oh, you should go get a Mercedes G-Wagon." And I had never heard of it before. I just needed a car that can get me where I needed to go. So I started looking at G-Wagons. Yes, I can afford one, which is also a mind-opening experience just to sit with that reality. But I looked at them and I did not love them. They just didn't feel like me. Then Alexis Overtrail came across my Instagram and I was like, yes, that's it. It has all the mountain ruggedness I need, but it's an up level into a luxury at the same time. It's the next version of me. So I went online, custom built it, and now I'm waiting for it to be made. I can't move houses right now, right? The home that I want is not available in my school zone. But here's what I know. I'm not going to sit still and wait. I'm up leveling my car. And do you know what happened the moment I made that decision? Literally new blood started running through my veins, new business ideas, new investments I'm making into myself, new energy, not because a car arrived, but because I decided. That is how powerful your environment is. You don't have to have all the things yet. The decision alone shifts your frequency. And, this goes beyond your car or your house. Like it's the restaurants you go to, the events you attend, the rooms you walk into. All of it is either confirming your current identity or it's expanding it. And here's the thing most people get completely backwards. They think that you can earn the upgrade after the success comes, right? You work hard, you make the money, and then you get the nice things. That is not how identity works. That's not how I have built this business or this life. You start living life in the future now. You get your nervous system comfortable with the next level before it arrives because your brain needs evidence. It needs to see that you live in those places, feel what it feels like to belong there before it believes you can actually have it, right? You don't wait until you feel comfortable. You get comfortable by going. Strategy number 4, I invest in groups and mentors where my life that I want is normal, right? There's a level of mentorship and community where the things that you're dreaming about are just a Tuesday, right? Where someone in your group just has a $100,000 month and everybody celebrates and moves on because that's just what happens here. Where your big, audacious goals are the entry level for the room. The first time I invested in a mastermind that felt out of reach, the price tag definitely made me want to throw up a little bit. It was like a $100,000 investment, and I didn't know if I could make it work. I didn't know if I belonged, and I did it anyway, right? I flew home from that very first event a, a different person, and not because someone gave me a magic formula. Because I had evidence in my body that this was real, that this was possible, that I had belonged in rooms like that. When you're the most successful person in every room you walk into, you have stopped growing. You need to be the student again. Leaning forward, taking notes, feeling the stretch of being around people who are further along than you is so important. And here's where this gets really practical for your business right now. One of the most powerful investments I see women make is joining like a group coaching program that is the next level up for them, right? Not just any program, but one where the other women in the room are making the money that you want to make and they're hitting the goals you want to hit. So it starts to feel normal. Where someone mentions a 6-figure business and nobody blinks because that's just a standard in the room, right? That's the normalization. It's one of the fastest ways I know to blow the ceiling off of your self image. And the same thing happens when I invest in a mentor or a coaching program at the next level. Something shifts, my income moves, my ideas get bigger, my standards go up every single time. And that's exactly what Soul Business Accelerator is built to be. The room where scaling to 6 and 7 figures is normal, where the women around you are building real businesses and making real money and holding the vision for you on the days you cannot hold it for yourself. If your business has hit a wall and you're ready for that room, book a call with my team through the link in the show notes or send me a DM and let's go. I have always invested in the next level before I felt ready, before I had the money figured out, before I felt like I deserved to be in the room. And every single time the investment multiplied because the person I became in that room was worth so much more than the person who walked in. Now, let me tell you why all 4 of these moves work. It's not magic, it's science. Bob Proctor teaches, this cracked my world totally open. Like, your self image is always in control of your results. Always. You cannot out earn, out hustle, or out strategize your self image. Your business is always going to find its way back to whatever level your identity believes is normal. And I've watched this happen, right? Women make a big revenue leap and immediately they have unexpected expense that wipes it out. They sign incredible clients and suddenly freeze on follow up, right? They raise their prices and instantly discount them the second someone pushes back. That's not bad luck. That is the self image doing exactly what it was meant to do. Most women try to change their results without changing their identity. The 4 moves I've talked to you about in this episode change the identity. That is why they work every single time. Let me give you something real to do this week, not just like inspired, whatever, but I want you to make a move, okay? Number 1, audit your space. Walk through your home this week like you're seeing it for the first time. Does it represent where you're going or where you have been? Feel the truth of what your environment is telling your subconscious every single day. Step 2, name your 5. Write down the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Are they expanding you or are they confirming your ceiling? Be intentional about where your best energy is going. Step 3, do one next level thing this week. Test drive the car, walk through the neighborhood, book the restaurant, go to the event. Get your nervous system into one space that represents where you're going and notice the discomfort, but also notice the shift. This is the work. Step 4, I want you to find the room. Look for the mentor, the mastermind, the community where your goals are the minimum, not the maximum. And it might scare you, but good. That's how you know it's the right room. I want to say something to you that I really wish someone had said to me when I was sitting exactly where you probably are. You've been searching for the strategy that is going to unlock everything, or the right offer, or the right launch, or the right content plan, or the right time of year. You've been searching for the external thing that is going to fix the internal ceiling. Stop searching for the strategy, start changing the self. Because here's the truth. The business plateau is likely not a business problem. It's probably a you problem. And I mean that in the most loving, most empowering way, because if it's a you problem, it means you can fix it. You're not waiting, on the market or the economy or someone else's permission. You just have to be willing to move, literally and figuratively. I've moved house, I've changed my circle, I've expanded my environment, I've invested in rooms that scared the living shit out of me more times than I can count. And every single time, my business moved with me. Every single time. Your next level, it's not out there somewhere waiting for you to earn it. It's in here. It's in the decision you make about who you are becoming. It's in the rooms you choose to walk into. It's in the circle you choose to keep. Go back into the rooms that scare you, and that's where your growth is. Subscribe wherever you're listening right now, not for me, but for you, for the woman you're becoming. And watch me on YouTube if you prefer to see my face when I tell you all of this. Grab my book, Awaken Your Purpose. And when you're ready to stop spinning and start scaling, my team and I are waiting at ericacarico.com/SBA. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah.